As a spy, I was expecting a little more action. Like, you know, we have this idea that spy movies that are always running, doing something. It's more retained.
It's more kind of,
more,
you know, kill you with a thought kind of movie. I mean, this is, you know, there was enough running in it for me. I mean, you know, I ran around that first 5 minutes like I was like enough running. Yeah, it's not so much an action movie, you know. It's, you know, I love Jason Bourne and I love James Bond and I love all that sort of, you know, Atomic Blonde stuff. But there's a world of kind of danger that exists in the sort of diplomatic strategy of a world like Red Sparrow or Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which is that death is just around the corner, or, you know, prison is just around the corner, but in the meantime there's this terrible anxiety of waiting and wondering who wants what and what someone wants to do to you or wants from you. And I quite like that tension that exists in this film, so that it's not constantly flipping cars, but it's more of a cat and mouse game, you know.
What was the skill that you had to learn for this film particularly? You said once that, quote, I really like to learn something different every time.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I mean, I think that I definitely I learned something about the undercover world that I just hadn't really expected to learn, is just how close to normal human beings they really are. So my anxiety is their anxiety. Their anxiety is a regular anxiety. They're not just all like machines. So there was no particular skill. It wasn't like, you know, I was learning things like, you know, bricklaying and on a job and things. It was a different situation. I did learn how to encrypt a kind of a secret message, though. I have to say, I wouldn't make a very good spy. Just to be very honest.
You give away.
But that might be a lie.
Exactly.
What I might mean by that is I actually would make a very good spy. And maybe I really am a spy. Maybe acting is my cover. Maybe not.
That sounds
You
interesting.
decide.
How do you know exactly?
You'll never know. You won't know until you're almost
Okay,
dead.
now my question is, you really like to experiment a lot, acting, directing, producing, but if you had to choose to stick with something...
Just one thing?
Just one thing, what would you prefer? Please say acting. Come on.
I'd probably, you know, I know if you want that, I'd be agreeable, but I'd have to say, I'd have to say writing.
Oh.
I'll tell you why. I mean, I love directing. It's very stressful, but I think I love it a little bit more than acting. I love acting, but it makes me feel a little bit anxious and toey sometimes, and it's not always as satisfying as you think it could be. But writing is something that you could do by yourself with nobody telling you what to do. You don't need other people. You don't even need a computer, and you could travel the world and you could create, as long as your brain is intact, anything you want. And that to me is the real freedom of storytelling, is being the writer. And the person or the people who are the most undervalued in the whole business. I mean, you're interviewing me. You're interviewing Francis. Where's Jason, the author of the book, and where's Justin, the writer of the screenplay? I truly believe they're the heroes of movie making. They should be.